Good morning, dear students. We were discussing chapter number 8, that is Human Health and Diseases. In the previous topic, we have talked about the introduction to health and diseases. As you know, number of microorganisms are pathogenic. They cause number of diseases in humans. In this video, we will be talking about common diseases in humans. Before we start with the common diseases in humans, we need to know the meaning of certain terms which will be used in this video. First one is the pathogen. Any disease causing microorganisms. It could be a bacteria, it could be a fungus, it could be a virus. Any disease causing microorganism is said to be a pathogen. Once the pathogen enters into the body, it may take some time to make the first symptoms appear in the patient. This period is called as incubation period. The period between exposure to an infection and the appearance of the first symptom is said to be incubation period. Due to the infection of any microbe, a change in body may be seen. This change indicates that there is a sort of illness in the organism. A change in your body that is a sign of illness is said to be symptom of that particular disease. So now let's start with the different types of diseases. Diseases are caused by different types of organisms. We will be discussing them under separate categories like bacterial diseases, protozoal diseases, viral diseases, etc. So now let's start with the first type of disease, that is the bacterial diseases. Bacterial disease, one of the most common is typhoid. Typhoid is caused by a bacteria called as Salmonella typhi. Incubation period of this bacteria is 1 to 3 weeks in human. This bacteria generally affects the small intestine in humans. It enters the small intestine through the contaminated food and water, and from small intestine it will migrate to other organs through blood. Typhoid fever can be confirmed by Vidal test. Symptoms of this fever include sustained high fever, weakness, stomach pain, constipation, headache, and loss of appetite. In severe cases, intestinal perforations are also observed, and this may lead to the death of the patient also. There is a classic case in medicine related to typhoid. There was an Irish cook called Mary Mellon. She was an asymptomatic carrier of this bacteria. She continued to spread typhoid for several years through the food she prepared. Therefore, she was also named as Typhoid Mary. Another type of bacterial disease is pneumonia. Pneumonia is caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenzae bacteria. Incubation period of this bacteria is about 1 to 3 days. This is a highly contagious disease as it spreads by inhalation of even droplets or aerosols which are released by infected person. This disease could also spread by sharing glasses and utensils with an infected person. The main organ which is affected by this disease is the lungs. Here you can see the lungs have started getting filled with some fluid. Alveoli starts getting filled with fluid which could lead to severe respiratory problems. Along with this, another symptoms of this disease are fever, chills, cough, headache. In severe cases, lips and fingernails may also turn grey to bluish in color. Dysentery, plague, diphtheria, these are also some types of bacterial diseases which are common in human beings. Viruses have also led to number of diseases in human beings. The most common one is the common cold. Common cold is caused by rhinoviruses, due to which it is also known as rhinitis. The incubation period of this virus is 3 to 7 days. And it may also take about 7 days to complete its cycle. So in the meantime, a patient can infect number of people around. So this is again a contagious disease which is spread by inhalation of droplets. So whenever an infected person coughs or sneezes, so he releases some droplets in the air. If you come in contact with those droplets, you may get infected. This type of disease may also spread by using contaminated objects such as pens, books, cups, doorknobs, computer keyboards or mouse, etc. Common cold is not affecting the lungs. The point to be noted here is that it affects the nasal passages or the upper respiratory tracts, but it do not affect the lungs. Another type of viral fever is dengue. Dengue is caused by flavirioviruses. This is transmitted by the bite of Aedes aegypti mosquito. Incubation period of this virus is 3 to 8 days. Dengue is of two types. One is the mild classic dengue, which includes the symptoms like headaches, pain behind the eyes. This pain may worsen when you move your eyes, nausea and vomiting, joint and muscle pain. It may also include flu-like symptoms, high fever. This may include rash-like patches on the skin, specifically on the chest or the upper limbs. Another type of dengue fever is hemorrhagic dengue fever. This is having the symptoms similar to the mild dengue, but some symptoms are severe in this case. There could be severe pain in stomach. Severe bleeding in different organs can occur, which may lead to a drop of blood pressure in the patient. There could be bruising under the skin and pooling of blood under the skin, and it may also lead to shock in certain patients. Another type of viral disease is chikungunya. This chikungunya is spread by chikungunya virus. Incubation period of this virus is 3 to 6 days. The virus was first isolated from human patients and Aedes aegypti mosquito from Tanzania in 1952. It has derived its name chikungunya from the native word for the disease in which patient lies doubled up. Because this disease leads to severe crippling joint pain, therefore this disease was named as chikungunya. Its symptoms may include sudden onset of fever, crippling joint pain, lymphoadenopathy, that is the swelling of the lymph nodes due to viral infections, conjunctivitis or hemorrhagic manifestation. No vaccine so far has been developed for chikungunya and dengue fever, and no specific therapy is also available, but we may control this disease by controlling the vectors. Mosquitoes and their eggs should be eliminated. Symptomatic care like bed rest, intake of adequate fluid by patient is recommended. Now it's assignment time. Name the pathogen and vector of the disease, chikungunya and malaria. How is pneumonia different from common cold? Name the test used to confirm typhoid. Can you name the vector of virus that causes dengue in human beings? Now try to name diseases which are spread by droplet infections. So kids, I hope you have understood the various signs and symptoms or the causative agents of various diseases. I hope you all have understood what has been told. Try to attempt these questions. Thank you.